If you can reliably get leads, you'll never run out of business. Sadly, many businesses are struggling to find a reliable way to contact people without spending more on ads. If you see the same situation with your business, I hate to be the one breaking it to you, but chances your lead generation methods are outdated. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you the top 7 mistakes that businesses make that is actually preventing them from getting better in lead generation so that you can avoid it and scale your business. And I'm even going to share with you the methods to combat them. So the first reason why people fail to get leads is very simple. There are 6 reasons here. The first reason is the weak positioning. So most of the time, your offers and your positioning in marketplace in general is very similar to a lot of competitors, and it can be unclear to like your prospects. So if you do not know who exactly you are targeting, eventually what happens is that they also do not know what actually you are offering. Have you heard before, if you ask 10 of your clients exactly what do you sell, if they can't actually answer you, basically you have a very weak positioning and a weak offer itself. So how to be clear with it is to be very specific with who you're targeting, solving a specific problem in specific businesses. So there are 2 ways. One is you solve a specific problem. Another way is you solve a specific problem for a specific clientele, right? Being very niche in your ideal client profile, very niche in your target audience. That can bring you to stage 1, right? The second stage is being different. So most of the time, you're always the same as everyone else. So let's just say you're an agency right now, selling Facebook ads, real estate clients. How do you be different? And there are a few ways to do it. The first way is a unique mechanism, which is what exactly do you do different from other people, right? You add on certain things. Do you use a different platform for ads? You use a different outcome that people might want, but it's not marketed online right now. Example would be during when I was running the agency, I had 2 different unique mechanisms running that were very successful that made our agency a lot of money. The first one was for service-based business that we wanted to actually, instead of selling leads, we wanted to actually be different. So we took one step even further. Concept of selling appointment is different from leads. So it means that a leads will become an appointment if they book an appointment. Then appointment, we took it even further to become buyers. So we wanted them to buy a trial offer before they even threw ads, right? And that was vastly different from everyone else. So what happens next was that we were able to book much more appointments with a lot of service-based business through our outbound prospecting, through our ads and stuff like that. A lot of people actually came to us and actually bought from us at a different price point, much higher than what you expect from a traditional just Facebook ads agency. Right? That's how we actually stood out. And the second one was actually through a different audience, right? So you know a lot of people are servicing A audience, B audience. You want to actually get different audience as well. So different audiences means, let's just say target service-based owners. A lot of people target chiropractors. You want to target a different owner than nobody else. The good one will be medical, aesthetic, medical itself, right? Medical in Singapore, surgery and stuff like that. A lot of people do not target that audience in Singapore because there's a lot of red tape, there's a lot of stuff on it. And then if you can actually service them, they will actually be very good audience because there are very little competitors in the space for agencies for those style clients. There are, but they are very little. And once you get them as client, they will usually stay for very long. So the second UM that I actually did for our agency was the YouTube ad space. So a lot of people are doing Facebook ads for info clients, coaches, consultants. We actually did YouTube ads as no one else was positioned and sold themselves as the YouTube ads guy. So I became known as a YouTube ads in Asia, right? YouTube ads doctor in Asia. And that really propelled client base. I was easily able to actually get 20 clients just by people coming to me just because of a very strong positioning. And that's what a great positioning can actually help you get, right? They get you ready to buy leads. They get you easier a foot in the door to meet people that might not even want to meet you if you had the same positioning as everyone else. And essentially your offer can be entirely different from people, looks new, and be very clear on what you solve. Using this case, you'll be able to actually get leads much easier, get appointments, and get sales as well. The second problem that usually happens is the rising cost per attention. So how many of you actually feel this way, right? Facebook ads, YouTube ads, the cost increases year on year. And that is pretty normal in today's world, right? There are more competitors, there are less ad space, and more people, audiences, your prospects, your leads, not trusting you as much, not trusting ads as much anymore. And that's usually because a lot of people are using the same strategies to acquire the same clients, that 3% of clients that are ready to buy. But the 3% constantly shifts because there are new people buying in every single day. They're knowing what they want to buy, what problem they want to solve. But there are more and more agencies, more and more coaches, consultants targeting that same 3%. So what happens then is that 3% become more and more expensive to actually acquire. What do is that target the 97%. So what you want to do is play the longer game. Generally, the longer game actually works much better. You spend much lesser. You just need to actually do a few things much more efficiently and much better than the other competitors out there. One of the best funnels that I actually love, it's nothing new in the sun. It's called a lead magnet funnel. So newsletters, lead magnets are always in a rage like previous years because you're able to get leads for less than $10, actually convert them of a high ticket and a course, whatever business you may be, at a very, very good ratio. And this is called targeting 97%. So what you're trying to do here is target a 97%, get lower cost per lead so that you can convert them slowly to the 3% that are ready to buy. And that comes with a content that you nurture. So be it you do a lot of email writing every single day, every single week. You actually create a lot of content that you send to your clients, or you also create a lot of short form content to get attention or pennies on the dollars. Right? This is everything that you can do to actually decrease your rising cost per attention and get people who are ready to buy right now from you. So this is the scenario, right? So ads is you want it to be like this, but it's never like this. What happens is that up and down valley, and peaks and valley. A lot of times, how do you actually consistently go up is actually A, you get different sources of traffic to actually convert. B, you change the creative, change the offer, change the angle, change the positioning, stuff like that, based on trends, based on market. So what other sources are there? These are the sources that I recommend. Traffic sources that are what I deem the best. They are short form content, IG and YouTube discovery ads where people discover you for the first time, consume information and want to buy from you. It's directly managed ads, which I love, that actually consistently prints money for me and my clients at a very, very low cost. I have known clients that spend anywhere from $5,000 a month, getting back 10x, 20x returns. And that is unheard of right now because everything is getting more and more expensive. And this is the only thing that's still printing for us. Obviously, with a few more things in between rather than just directly buying. There's also prospecting, which I highly recommend if you are still looking for clients every single month. Let's just say your ads are not up yet. This is the main bread and butter that everyone should do. Prospect your warm audience, prospect cold audience, and get them to know about you so that everything else can nurture for you. And last but not least, partnerships. This is the easiest. I'll say if you get a great partnership out, instantly you can get 5, 10, 20 clients easily. So the third prompt is neglecting 7-11-4. This is Google's zero moment of truth, where people need to consume 7 hours of content in 11 instances and 4 different platforms, right? Or different places. So what it means is that like people need longer time to really build trust and buy from you. You cannot expect that people buy from you immediately, right? Most businesses expect, hey, I run ads and I want them to instantly buy. And you serve sometimes an agency, you serve people as performance marketers, and you know that is absolutely not true. The unfair advantage that I have been working with a lot of like top businesses, a lot of people in the info space that are doing millions of dollars is that they don't rely on people buying immediately from them. They actually play a longer game, and actually they kind of manipulate the customer journey process, right? So what do we do to manipulate that? We run ads to do more than one touch point, right? Do more than one touch. That is the goal. If you can do that very, very well, you can actually essentially get people to actually consume 7 hours of content in 11 different times through that manipulation of ads and organic content in a hybrid model, rather than just relying only on ads or relying only on organic, right? That is my model, which is the Evergrowth Flywheel, which is actually what we do to retarget people to the long form content and organic content and get them into your newsletter to convert them into your program client, right? Essentially, that is easy to do once you get your positioning done and actually understand that what is your offer that's different from other people. So it comes in line with every prompt that you are facing as well. The fourth prompt is the low quality lead. This is a common objection that everyone has with running lead gen ads, with running organic marketing, etc. There's no issue with low quality. Low quality is not really the prompt. Rather, the prompt really is trust, right? The reason why they're giving you objections, giving you that it's too expensive, everything, is because they don't really trust you. Right? They don't really trust that you can solve that problem. They don't really trust that you have done it before. They don't really trust that you have been in the market. They don't have trust because they don't know anything about you. So what you need to do is to create good marketing. So with good marketing, you do not need great sales. Rather, what happens with most people when they do pure outbound, right? If they use pure outbound prospecting here, what you realize is that your sales is very, very difficult, right? They ask you how you're different, are you special, what results have you done, etc. here and there. And then you need to do great guarantees to actually get them as clients, which is not a good thing to do in the long run, because let's just say you guarantee them 50 clients a month. Better ought to do that. If not, they'll just refund or they stop, right? Essentially, that's the problem. Okay, so what you need to do instead is actually create good marketing with the nurturing, with great positioning, with great longer term marketing. And then in the end, when they come to you, all you just need to do is to ask to get the sale. And then in the end, ask them to get a sale and they'll buy. The fourth prompt is inconsistent lead. So you might have 1 month getting 30 leads, another month, 1 month getting 30 leads, another month getting 5 leads. And then you might be thinking to yourself, how do I actually get rid of this prompt? Every month is inconsistent, it's very, very tiring, very shag for me. So I just need to run more ads. Well, yeah, cost is rising higher to get more leads, and then essentially that will solve all problems. And when I was running the agency, had the same problem, right? A lot of times we just say, oh, there's not enough leads, we just need to run more ads, we need to talk to more people. Essentially, that's the problem. And the solution is running more ads, right? That's the problem. But Another solution is enough traffic sources to get a consistent amount of KPI of leads consistently done. How do you actually do that? It's actually creating multiple sources, right? So short form content will get you more people eyeballs on you. The lead magnet ads will get new people to know about you. Prospecting will prospect the warm and the cold audience to get them to know about your offer, about who you are, what you have done. And last but not least, partnerships, right? If you have all of this, let's just say it is 6 traffic sources. Do you think that you always be inconsistent? No, because if one thing goes down, the rest will obviously, you need to put more effort in the rest, which should go up as well. So if you do it consistently all the way, you always hit your target leads a month, right? So let's just say you can do it every time. Minimally, you will be able to hit 30 to 100 leads every single month. And then if you prospect daily, if you do it enough, you always get enough traffic sources. Last but not least is that most people have this problem. They neglect their leads after acquiring them, right? Let's just say you acquire from prospecting, you acquire from cold email, you acquire from ads, you acquire from partnerships. How many of you have this problem? Like, you remember them once and then you forget about them. The key thing is follow up. And how do you follow up consistently is having a CRM, right? If you have a CRM of potential clients, dream 100 clients, all these potential clients, you basically will be able to follow them up every single month, be it through your social medias, long form content, social medias, your emails, and calling and SMSing directly, or even if you can directly WhatsApp them. It's all about how many ways can you follow up with them rather than how many times do you follow up. You can consistently spam them and ask them, are you still interested? Are you still interested? But that doesn't really work that well because it's not effective, right? Imagine if I constantly remind you that do you want to buy, do you want to buy, do you want to buy? It's not gonna work. So what you want to do is create content that about your wins, about your new insights, of people that actually talk to you about certain things, and then that slowly will actually generate nurturing content to actually convert clients on autopilot. This is how you can actually create, not neglect your needs, but rather consistently follow up without being annoying. And that's the goal. With this video, you know why businesses struggle to get leads. But before that, you must actually know how to get leads. And click on the video over here to learn the best ways to get leads in 2024. And I'll see you in the next one.